morning. It is Tuesday, the 30th of March today, and there's lots of people celebrating lots of things today. I know that my friends Kevin and Wendy are celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary, and if they are, that means Jackie and John are, and Sue and Richard are, because they all got married on the same day, and they didn't even know each other, but they do now, because they're all in the same church. And I know that my friends Steve and Linda are celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary today. So there's 4 couples that I know who got married 30 years ago today. How cool is that?
36.
What?
36.
Oh, Kevin and Wendy and everyone else was 36, sorry. Steve and Linda was 30, sorry. Oh, honestly, a bit of a funny day, isn't it? But my mum is watching, and today is my mum's 80th birthday. So she's 80 today, so that's not very old really, is it? Well, it's a bit old, but it's not too old. And so we're going to go to a garden centre, and we're going to choose a nice plant for her garden today. So make sure you're ready, Mum, for when I come pick you up. We're going to start today with the beanbag song. So have you got your beanbag ready? Have you give it a shake? Last September, and I only realised yesterday that when I was bouncing my beanbag left, everyone else was going the other way because of the camera. So when I said to you to bounce it left, I bounced it right, so I'd be the same way as you. Hopefully that works, I don't know. Shall we sing If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands? Are you ready? Put the beanbag down this time. Don't forget, if you're watching, to say hello so we can say hello to you. And if you've made any of your crafts, don't forget to send us a picture. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stamp your feet. one more before we go and do something else. Are you ready? Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Should we do high five as well before we sit down? Is it loud enough, Meg? Are you ready? You're going to do some clapping and get your fingers ready. I've got 10 fingers and this is what they do. They wiggle around and they wave at you. I've got 2 hands and this is what they do. Shall we? Okay. This morning, well, this weekend it's Easter, isn't it? And on Sunday it was Palm Sunday. And do you know what Palm Sunday is? Palm Sunday is when Jesus rode in on a donkey, and they put palms on the floor. And a palm looks a bit like this. Let's see if I can get my brown pen out. Hold on. A palm, let's try and use the other end, looks a bit like this. And I went up to the church the other day and I drew palms in the window of the church to say it's Palm Sunday. And this is a little bit, it's not really what a palm looks like, but this is what it looks like in the church window. Okay, can you see that? There we go, look. Palm leaf. And they laid them on the ground for Jesus to go over on his donkey. And they were celebrating Jesus riding in. And so I thought today, because it's Easter, we would look at some Easter things. And I've got this Bible book here, look. can you see this big book here? 100 Bible stories, and it tells us all about Jesus riding in on a donkey. Let's see if I can find a picture in here. Oh, you might have to zoom in on this, Meg. Where am I going to? Can you see? Am I in the right place? Jesus riding in on a donkey. And that was on the Sunday before things happened on the Friday when Jesus died on the cross. And then it goes into Easter weekend. And in that week, he was very busy. He went into the churches and the temples, and he saw things that he didn't like, and he got very annoyed with them, and he turned the tables up and said, you shouldn't be doing this. And he told them lots of different things that week. And then he had a last supper with his friends and his disciples, and then they went into a garden to pray. And then the following day, Jesus died on the cross, and that's really what Easter is about. But we celebrate Easter now, don't we? With Easter eggs. Who likes an Easter egg? I like an Easter egg. And I thought we could make some Easter eggs. So that's what we're going to do today. So what I did earlier is I cut some Easter egg shapes out of a cardboard box, because I thought that would be really good to draw around them. And so I drew around those, and I cut out these, look, I've got a red one and 2 different shades of yellow. Can you see? And then we've got some small ones as well, so we can make some small Easter eggs as well. No, I haven't cut them out yet. But I thought, do you remember last week we did the rainbow? Can you see I'm getting quite a good window here. Look, I've got lots of flowers and rainbows and all different things that we've been making over the weeks. And do you remember last week we did the rainbow, where we did paint, and we put it on, and then we squidgied it. Do you remember? Now last week I only had the squidgy from the car that I could find, and I found this one in the van. And it's rubbery, so it might be a bit better than last week's one, because that was really hard plastic. And so I thought perhaps we'll do some rainbow painting eggs, okay? So you can do 2 different things. I've got on some white paper, and I thought, there doesn't have to be a rainbow, it can be whatever colour you like. We can just do whichever ones we like, can't we? So I thought, should we put a bit of red and a bit of green maybe? What do you reckon, some green? And blue. This is a nice blue. This is a bit like sky blue, isn't it? This is nice. Okay. And yellow. Oh no, there's no point in yellow, is there? That was a silly suggestion. As we've got a yellow egg. There you go. Right, so we'll do some purple. Right, now can you see? I'm putting it right down. If you can see all right from there. Okay, I'm getting my rubber side of my thing, and I'm going to squidge it across. Ooh, I've got to try and squidge it across. Can you see? And I'm going to squidge it this way, because I've got paint on here anyway, and so it's just going to do paint in all different directions. I think that looks quite cool. Do you think that looks quite cool? And I'm going to take it out, look. So there's my painted egg. But I've got it was sort of went a bit underneath it, didn't it? So I've got a sort of an egg shaped with different colours on here as well. And you can do this with lots of different things. I've got these people shaped cutouts, look. And so I think I might try it with a people shape, a person shaped cutout. There you go. So shall we put that person down and then see if we can paint them? Ooh. Might need to put some more paint on, I think. What do you think?
I think definitely needs more paint.
I like this. This is a messy one, isn't it? Do we like messy crafts? Normally children like messy crafts, but adults don't like messy crafts because they have to clear it up. But we don't care. So I'm just going to put paint here and there. Can you see? Should we see if we can put it down? Shall I use this side now? Let's use this red side. I don't really know what that will do, but ooh, This is fun, isn't it? Should we see? Should we take it up and see? Look, that's quite cool, isn't it? So that's quite a cool craft that you can do. I think you can do some more painting and doing eggs and doing people if you've got them with your squeegee. I don't know what it's called really. I call it a squeegee. I'm going to pull that off of there. And then I thought, I'll put that down there. So
No, Peggy's there.
huh? What's that? Okay, Peggy's on the floor, so I better not put it on the floor. And then I thought maybe what I'll do is I'll do an egg for my mum for her birthday.
Oh, she's watching. Spoiler alert.
Sorry?
Spoiler alert, she's watching. She'll see you do it.
You know, she doesn't need a card, does she? I'll just make her an egg. She'll like that, won't you, Mum? Okay, so I'm going to cut the egg out. Let's see if we can cut this egg out. Now, I've got some chocolate eggs on the table because I was going to show you something as well. Okay, this morning I was looking up, although I knew this already, but I was looking it up online and about why we have Easter eggs. Do you know why we have chocolate Easter eggs? A lot of people think that we have Easter eggs because it's a sign of new life, isn't it? An egg is a sign of new life because normally baby chicks are in them, aren't they? And so that's quite good. But I've got some Easter eggs here, look, can you see? And when I was little, I'm going to open this Easter egg out. I'm sure they were bigger than this. Easter eggs when I was younger, I'm sure they were. But when I was little, we always used to get an Easter egg and then used to open it, and inside the Easter egg was the packet of chocolate buttons. Okay? But now, they don't put them in now. I don't know if it's because when they make them it's easier, I don't know. But the other reason that we have eggs, this is obviously market research I'm doing this for, I wouldn't just, you know. The other reason that we have an egg is because they are yummy to eat, aren't they? Are they yummy to eat? But also because when Jesus died, he got put in a tomb, which is like a big cave, and they rolled a big stone in front of the door, and it was really, really, really super, super heavy, and he was in there, and he went in there on the Friday, and then on the Sunday, some people went to go and visit the cave, and the stone was rolled away, which was, they were like, what's happened? And Jesus' body wasn't there. And that is because he came back to life. Okay, and so we have eggs. Are you ready for this? You might have to get really close to this now. So now our egg, which is not like the tomb, that's why we have it. Right, are you ready? I'm going to see if this will work. It's empty! And there's nothing in the tomb. And that's why we have Easter eggs. So we've got nothing in because Jesus isn't in the tomb anymore. I'm just going to eat that bit because it fell off. So I think Megan's going to ask me to give her a bit of chocolate. Hold on, I'll give Megan a bit of chocolate as well.
Thanks.
And so that's another reason why we have an Easter egg. Because it's empty and it shows that Jesus is alive. And I went over the Co-op to get that, and I found this in the Co-op as well. And it says Forest of Hope. Now if you thought that egg was small, this egg is tiny. But it was only £1, and on the box it says it's a fair trade egg, which means that the people that produce the chocolate get proper money for it. And it means the box is all recyclable, so you can put that in the recycling. And you get in it a little card with a spot the difference in it. And you get this tiny little egg.
Pause the video, spot the differences.
Oh yeah. And you get this tiny little egg. Oh, look. Which when you open it, has got some animals printed in it. Can you see that? one's got a monkey. Is that a monkey?
Mhm.
And this has got the indentation of a monkey. Look. So they're really cool, aren't they? Aren't they cool eggs? Because not only can you eat them and enjoy them, but they make sure that people have got good money for them, and that you can recycle all of the packaging as well. So they're really cool eggs. I like that one. Right, okay. So for my mum's birthday, I'm going to make her an egg. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do on her egg, I'm going to use the paint that's on here, and I'm going to decorate it with that. Okay, I'm going to do that side and that side. But my mum, as it's her birthday today, is 80. So I think it'd be really good to put an 80 on it, don't you? Should we put an 80 on it?
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. Megan, stop nicking the chocolate. Okay, so you know me, I can make most things out of a toilet roll. And this morning I've made an 8 and a 0 out of a toilet roll. Look, can you see? So shall we do red? You see, you don't need to go to buy cards, you can just make them yourself. Look, I'm going to just put that on there. Let's see if it comes out. That looks like an 8 to me. And then let's do the 0, shall we? And then, there you go. Look at that. That definitely looks like an 80, doesn't it? That saved me loads of money going to the shop, Mum. I can give that to you, and that's a lovely birthday card. Oh, and the other thing I found that you could do with toilet rolls is, where's my other one? Do you remember we did some heart printing? Do you remember we folded it and did some heart printing? And then last week we did some sunflowers, didn't we? And can you see the sunflowers on the window? Got lots of sunflowers everywhere. And then I saw you can do tulips. Now, do you remember we did tulips with forks? And they were good. But this is quite a cool tulip. Look, can you see? You put one there, and then one there, and then one there. Okay, and then what you do is you get your finger and you squish the paint up to make it into a tulip shape. Do you think that's quite cool? I quite like that. And then you can do a stalk. Last time Megan said my stalks were too fat. I'm doing it thinner this time. And then you can do some leaves. And tulips have lots of leaves, don't they? Like this. There you go, look. Does that look like a tulip? Megan's shrugging her shoulders. I think it looks like a tulip. Do you remember we did it with a fork? And I'm going to show you the fork again because I've got a fork here. So we'll do a yellow tulip with that fork. Oh, let's see if we get lots of yellow paint on it. And then we'll do, there you go. And we'll do a tulip with our fork as well. Now I don't need to buy flowers, Mum, either. I can just give you a picture. There you go. So today, try and create some flowers or some pictures, and then you can send them to us or put them on the Toddle and Sing page, and then we can look at your flowers and pictures on there. Should we do a couple of songs to finish? What songs should we do to finish? I think we should do Scarecrow. Do you want to be a dingle dangle scarecrow? Are you ready? Let's be dingle dangle scarecrows. When all the cows were sleeping and the sun had gone. Are you ready? Ready? Jumps the scarecrow and this is what she said. I'm a dingle dangle scarecrow with a flitty floppy hat. I can shake my hands like this, I can shake my feet like that. Well, don't go back down to sleep. Where's Becky got? She's gone to her let's go into the garden. And I just thought this morning when I came out into the garden, it's really nice to see things growing, isn't it? Because it's spring. And come over here, look. We've got some daffodils growing. Okay.
Peggy.
And we've got plants where the dogs have pulled them out of the ground. Look. Perhaps I'll just put those back in and see if they'll grow again. You never know. And then we've got, what have we got over here? Can you see this lovely flower here? This is a lovely flower, isn't it? Can you see that one? And then this here, this is growing, but this isn't an ordinary thing. This is mint. So when you squidge the leaves,
Wilbur.
can you smell? When you squidge the leaves, it smells lovely. But this is what I got really excited about this morning. Can you see? My magnolia has got some flowers starting to come out on it. So it's really cool. When you go out into the garden and have a little look, it's really, really cool. Can you see all the different little flowers starting to grow? And on here, look, Meg. All the little buds starting to change. And on here, look at this one. This is pretty. Look, this is like a little heart. You see, it's like a heart shape. So it's really exciting when you get out into the garden. It's really exciting to see all the different things that are growing. And I've planted some sunflower seeds. Now I've got 48, and I don't really need 48 sunflowers. And so if anyone would like a sunflower and you're within distance of me getting it to you, please do let me know, and I'll get you, once it's grown a little bit more, I'll pass on some little sunflower plants to you, and you can perhaps grow them in your garden. But have a lovely week, everybody. And it's Easter, don't forget. So don't forget to celebrate Easter. Are you ready?